Hello everyone, I'm Maria Shakil and this is The Big Fight. While the real fight may be on the field in Ahmedabad on Sunday, but today we put the spotlight on the electoral pitch. Of the 5 states that are polling this election season, voting in all 320 seats of Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh combined is over. Rajasthan, which follows a revolving door mechanism since 1993, with people voting out the incumbent, will be polling on 25th. India's youngest state, Telangana, is voting on 30th, and of course, Mizoram has polled already. The results of all these 3 states will be announced on 3rd of December. The campaign blitzkrieg by various parties saw multiple issues take center stage. It has been welfarism of state versus welfarism of center in some states as well. In this state of war, because clearly it's a state of war, who holds the trump card? What's the X factor that can change the results of these elections until the balance of power? Let's take that up on Big Fight. Joining me on the show, Rohan Gupta, spokesperson of the Congress. We have Shazia Ilmi of the BJP, Sridhar Reddy representing the BRS, Sanjay Kumar, co-director Lokniti CSDS, Aarti Jairath, senior journalist joining me here in the studio. And we also have Dr. Pulla Rao, senior journalist, also here in the studio. Sanjay Kumar, opening comments, 1 minute to you. In the Hindi belt, the 3 states, that is Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh, what are the X factors?
Maria, I think for the two parties which are in the fray or which are in the close contest in the Hindi heartland state, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh, I think national and local are the X factor for the two parties. For the BJP, national is the X factor, while for Congress, local is going to be the X factor. And why do I say that? If you look at the BJP's campaign, BJP is depending heavily on Prime Minister Modi's face. BJP is depending on the national issues, while if you look at the Congress campaign is dependent heavily on the local leadership. In all the 3 states, they also want to contest election on the local issue. So I think for BJP, national is the trump card, national is the X factor, Prime Minister Modi's face is the X factor, and for Congress, in the 3 states, local is the X factor.
Okay. Aarti Jairath?
Maria, you know, I feel the X factors are these plethora of schemes, you know, SOPs, freebies that both the parties have offered.
The Labhartis are the X factors.
The Labhartis are the X factors. The BJP and the Congress have been involved in competitive, freebieism. They're offering the people the same thing, but just in different ways. So the question is, are the people of these states going to buy into the promises that are being made? Or are they, do they realize that these are just election promises, as most election promises are, and will probably never really actually, see the light of the day, or there are too many strings attached to them, and so they won't, reach them the way they hope to. So I think the people will take a decision, based on which party they feel is more likely to deliver on the promises.
Okay.
And so I feel the X factors are
they may not go with the party which may have made those promises recently or in the run-up to elections or post.
Or they may, they may look at the central schemes and feel that, those are the ones that
Dr.
have benefited them.
Your opening
So
comments.
I think those are really the X factors.
I think more than the schemes, since every party is offering all the schemes in different names, personalities will matter. At the state level in the 3 Hindi states, there are stalwarts of 30 years. None of them are new. You take Rajasthan, 30-year vintage. Chhattisgarh, same thing. Madhya Pradesh, 45 years vintage. So those leaders, whatever personalities their shadows can cast, they will do it. But if you go over to Telangana, the only interesting aspect is, it's the only regional party in office in these 5 states if you exclude Mizoram from size aspects. And if KCR gets a 3rd term, he'll be catapulted to national leadership. He has made no bones about his hesitation. There's no hesitation that he wants to be a national leader. So in the 3 Hindi states, There are local fights dominated by local personalities on both sides, equal personalities. And in Telangana, when you come there in the south, there is a regional leader holding his fort. And very, very difficult to remove a regional leader by a Congress party as far as our history goes. And if he wins, he goes up. He will be able to dominate.
And you don't see Revanth Reddy as an X factor?
You see, Congress party has got a lot of history in. Yes, he has mobilized.
Okay. Moving on to Shazia Ilmi. Shazia, you know, the best thing about my shows is that we try and ensure that there are women on this panel. And now...
Thank you for that.
Yes, there are 2 women on this panel. So let's try and understand, can women be the X factor for various political parties?
Well, I think women have been a big factor, definitely the X factor. And if you see the great, innings of all those leaders at the state level and even a prime minister, you realize one of the core strengths of these leaders, and I don't speak just as a BJP spokesperson now, but as somebody who follows this, the trends of how women are voting and where they're going, whether it's Nitish ji or Naveen Patnaik ji, and mostly Prime Minister, you see at a large part of their not just the goodwill, but the strength comes from the women voters. So they are a huge factor, I think. And I think along with them, I would call beneficiaries or labhartis, being a big factor in these elections. I think eventually that's what matters.
So
the deliverables.
So labhartis and the ladies.
Yes, absolutely. Labhartis, 2 L's, yeah, why not?
Yes, okay.
And they're yeah, and when it comes to deliverables, I think the record of the central government and also wherever there is double engine ki sarkar, where all the implementation of the central welfare schemes is being done is a huge factor. A new thing that we're seeing for the first time in the last 2 years is that the actual numbers are coming in for poverty alleviation. So I think that big class of people, you're looking at 13,000,
1 minute
13
is
crores.
over. We are coming back to the discussion in just a bit after getting the opening comments from Sridhar Reddy. Yes, Mr. Reddy, go ahead. You have to unmute yourself.
The X factor in Telangana for us is our leader's strong image in the Telangana people and the welfare and development that we have done in the past 10 years and the growth which happened in Telangana state. And these are the factors that people actually are considering. And we are going to form the government for the 3rd time. It will be a hat-trick government, which will be a record in the southern part of the country. So today, both Congress party and BJP is trying to get some ground here, but both are fighting for a distant 2nd position. We as a strong, formidable force in Telangana state, these 2 parties are not going to be a competition for us. And we are very much confident. And the progress was evident to the people of Telangana. You take the sector, whether in all the sectors, right from power to irrigation and farming sector to IT, everywhere the Telangana state has grown. And all the social and development indicators are the best in the country. So we are confident our leader's image and the work we have done in the past 9.5 years will, give us the victory in the forthcoming polls.
Okay. Dr. Pullarao made an observation about the vintage of these leaders in the Hindi belt, Sanjay Kumar. Although, these elections are very, very localized, not really having any kind of overarching theme or narrative which will decide the direction of the election, and that's the reason why perhaps there is a lot of uncertainty which way the voters will go. Why is there, unlike other elections, why is there no, driving theme or a push or a pull which is very definitive in these elections?
Maria, I don't think that if 5 or 6 states goes to poll, we ever try and look at or we try and figure out what is the overarching theme in this 5 or 6 states. So if we are trying to locate for that, what is the big issue in the 5 states, I think we would be making a mistake.
No, but even if Sanjay Kumar, we were to look at state specific, what is the big issue, say, in Madhya Pradesh or in Rajasthan or in Chhattisgarh?
No, the big issue has to be looked at from 3 different lenses.
Yes.
One, of course, from BJP's point of view, for the BJP's point of view in Madhya Pradesh, it is all about how Shivraj Singh Chauhan has governed the state so well over last 18 years. So this is their trump card. This is the issue. If for Congress is trying to play up the corruption card, and Congress is trying to say, this is the time for a change. Enough of BJP government. So we cannot think of one, if that corruption. If you try and look at one theme, I think corruption, you might look at one theme which is running across all the states.
All the states, yes. Yes.
If you talk about Rajasthan, BJP is charging the Ashok Gehlot government about corruption charges. If you look at Chhattisgarh, the Mahadev app scandal has come up. If you look at Mizoram also, there are issues about corruption. And if you look at Telangana, there are echoes about corruption. But you see this corruption issue traveling across the 5 states. But my own sense is that this is not an issue on which people are voting.
Yes.
And that is why corruption seems to be an overarching theme. But parties know that people are not going to vote on this issue. That is why different parties are coming up with their own menu, which people are going to like, which voters are going to like.
Okay, we have Rohan Gupta of the Congress as well joining us. Rohan, the point being made by Pullarao here is that in particularly in Rajasthan and also in the state of Madhya Pradesh, the vintage of leaders, those who have been in politics for 30 years, for 40 years, although the Congress has managed to make this a very, very local election, you have been vocal for local. So the BJP would say, okay, go ahead, because it's about the slogan, which you have got it right. But the larger sentiment, Rohan, in the sense that have you managed to really push a narrative which you see as the X factor?
Absolutely, Maria. And you've rightly said that vocal for local Modi ji bolte hain, humne karke dikhaya. Because these are all state elections. These are not central elections where, you are fighting on national issues. When you are going to Rajasthan, if we are in government, we have to give a report card. Okay, this is what we promised 5 years back. This is what we have delivered. When you go to MP, even BJP government will have to tell people. But unfortunately or fortunately for us, they don't have anything to show to people as far as delivery is concerned. They have that rhetoric points, dialogues to make to the people. They don't have concrete things to tell people that, okay, in 5 years, we have delivered this. This is the basic difference, Maria, between Congress and BJP, where when Congress is making election local, we are showing our report card wherever we are in government, and in opposition wherever we are fighting very aggressively. I was just listening to BRS spokesperson, the way the corruption issue is there in Telangana. I think my friend from CSDS, I think I completely beg to differ with him. When people realize that the money of corruption has gone into pockets of particular family, they are very, very angry. People of Telangana, they trusted KCR family for last 10 years. Who have benefited? Only the family has benefited. People have not benefited. So I think corruption is going to be major issue as far as Telangana and Madhya Pradesh is concerned. And we will see that people are going, the anger of people is going to be converted into votes.
But you have Mahadev app issue in Chhattisgarh.
Absolutely. See, Maria, there are two different things. One is allegation of corruption and one is real evidence of corruption. BJP has completely lost in Chhattisgarh. Just 2 days back, they changed the owner of Mahadev app. Some video comes up and on a CM, without doing any kind of process by ED, you issue a press note. Don't you feel that people understand the gimmick of BJP? And this is going to boomerang as far as Chhattisgarh is concerned. What I am talking in Telangana is 1 lakh crore Kaleshwaram scandal. This is the report of National Safety Board that this is the corruption. There is a design defect due to which this barrage cannot be used. This dam cannot be used.
I'll bring in Sridhar Reddy now. Sridhar Reddy, respond to Rohan, please. Go ahead.
First of all these Congress leaders doesn't have the proper information. It is a 90,000 crores project. Kaleshwaram is a total package basically, in which there are more than 4 or 5 barrages, reservoirs, surge pools, pump houses, distributaries. And one barrage on one zone, 7th zone, there is a small technical issue, which listen, my friend, Mr. Gupta, wait, have some patience.
I'll show you the report.
So, I am from Telangana. I am in the government.
I am here for last 2 months.
Listen.
I am here for last 2 months.
Listen. I am a deputy minister in the government in education department. So can you please hold for a moment? In one zone, 7th zone, there is a technical issue where the National Dam Safety Authority has given a first evidence, is the first information. It is not yet, it has not any which way made us any accused or something like that. So Congress party is jumping to conclusion, trying to mislead the people of Telangana You don't understand Telangana projects first. And who is speaking this language of corruption? A party which was defeated by these people of country twice, and now you are not even opposition in this country. You talk about corruption, and Congress MPs, Uttam Kumar Reddy and Revant Reddy, ask the central government in the parliament, do you have any evidence on Telangana government on the Kaleshwaram project with regards to corruption?
Let Shazia also respond.
I'm asking
So I want to
you
just come in by Rohan, and then I'll bring in
why Congress
Rohan for the
people,
final comments.
why
Yes.
Congress leaders,
See,
why
this
Congress
is the
leaders have
problem.
not
This is the
even filed a complaint.
Let
in any
me
of the
answer,
law enforcement
Mr.
agencies.
Minister, with the
Can't lie,
specific
Mr.
points
Gupta.
in national safety, dam safety, they have conducted the survey. The 5-member committee went there, and Medigadda barrage. Listen to me now. Let me complete. When you are saying that I am here sitting here as a war room in charge for last 2 months, and I have each and every evidence to prove that this is a corruption, huge corruption of 1 lakh crore. And BJP has support. Please don't speak in between. Let us have a civilized
The
debate.
tradition of
I
big
think I
fight
never
is
spoke in between.
that
Just
everybody
give it to me.
speaks only when
You
their
mean,
turn
this is not
comes.
the way.
We have rebuilt Telangana.
Okay.
We are
Just-
talking about Telangana.
Why
Mr.
are you-
Sridhar
why are
Reddy,
you worried?
let's
Let me
respect other
give the facts,
panelists.
right?
Rohan,
Yeah.
Rohan, let's follow the tradition of this show. Everybody
Absolutely.
speaks only
Fine.
when their turn comes. So please go ahead, Rohan, now. Respond.
Yeah, so my limited point is that the National Dam Safety Board, they released their report. They clearly said the Medigatta portion of the dam is designed, there is a complete design defect, and the same design has been followed in the other sections, though they should not be used unless and until proper design survey is done. They have completely thought they have to redo the complete project as far as Medigatta barrage is concerned. How can he say on national TV?
Okay.
I am challenging it.
Yes,
I am here
you're
for
getting
last 2
into
months,
details
and
of
Kaleshwaram is the
project.
biggest
Can you
issue.
clarify this?
But let's try and put focus on the X factors. While I understand that you can take on each other and you have reasons because the elections in Telangana are still far away and not very far away, but 30th. But yes, it is turning out to be a 2-horse race between the Congress and the BRS. Yes, Shazia, go ahead.
Yeah. So, Maria, I would just like to respond to what my esteemed opponent, Rohan ji, had to say about deliverables and delivery mechanisms and what BJP has to offer. What BJP has to offer is just not an offering, but an actual delivery. And the whole world and the entire globe sees it. What all has delivered and what a strong wicket BJP has been on when it comes to governance, when it comes to eliminating pilferages, loopholes in the whole PDS systems. So I think what BJP is doing and will do and continue to do so is go with its excellent, stellar track record in terms of all its services and that is provided to the people. And what you said, BJP has nothing to say. I mean, if you just look at sheer numbers, they're like mind-boggling, Rohan. You'll have a big one coming. I know you specialize
but Shazia,
numbers.
but then why is the BJP not focusing on local leadership? You have a chief minister of 4 terms, which is gone, who has gone for these elections, and these elections have not been fought in his name. You have another state in Rajasthan. We do not know who will be the chief minister if the BJP comes to power. On the other side, it's more or less clear. If the Congress returns in Rajasthan, it will be.
So Maria,
it will be Ashok Gehlot.
So exactly. So where BJP is concerned, people know exactly what they will get because BJP spells it out. You look at all our manifestos, and you've done exactly, and we have delivered. So ये जो पुरानी बात थी ना कहेंगे कुछ करेंगे नहीं वो उसका opposite होता है. Where vision goes, which is exactly what the center and state governments buy in, is exactly what is delivered.
Isn't it
so
also
it doesn't matter.
over-reliance
No. So let me finish.
on Prime Minister?
Let me finish. No, it is Prime Minister's vision. And whether it's a cadres or a karyakartas or a CM aspirants or a MLA or MP aspirants, they are part of this vision for India, this blueprint. And which we are already shown delivery. So it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter faces at different levels. They all mean the same.
Okay.
This
Dr.
is
Pullara,
where there is no... And
so
not
the
just
view
that,
from the
whether it's
BJP
state
is that
leadership
faces do not matter.
And
They do
also,
matter.
no, Maria,
So,
and Maria...
Dr.
Maria,
Pullara
one more
doesn't
thing.
agree with
Let
you.
me
Listen
finish.
to him.
No, Maria, let me finish. I
Yes.
haven't finished it. Whether it's state, local leaders or state leaders or central leaders, BJP's issue is not lack of leaders, but it's a problem of plenty, of abundance.
So then in that case, that's why you go for collective leadership rather than, going in with that announcement, you know, because
Yes.
whatever said and
Yeah,
done,
it has
when,
always
when
been
it
the
is
case.
about the
Whether it's
central leadership, people don't have, any doubt because they vote for brand Narendra Modi also in assembly elections. That's also a truth. Dr.
see,
Pullara.
what-
Yes, but there's
what
also
the reason-
implementation of the central schemes at the state level.
The
Which is
reason
why
that they
you've seen
haven't
we've
put
had
forward
great leaders like
candidates-
Devendra Fadnavis.
Yes.
The reason that they haven't brought forth candidates is because, as I said, the ones they have in their stable are the 40-year-old, 30-year vintage. That's why they rather lose the leader in the crowd than put him forward. Who will they bring forward in Rajasthan? Vasundhara Raje or the Shekhawat? They're all there for the last 30 years, old war horses. Same thing in Madhya Pradesh. That's why they stepped back. Same thing in Chhattisgarh. Raman Singh was there for 15 years.
But if old war horses are running horses, race horses, then why not? Aarti Jaira?
You know, Maria, listen, for me, an election is all about change. And that should really drive the narrative of any election campaign. And I find that in all the 5 states, I don't see this narrative of change taking precedence. I don't see any of the competitors, whether they are incumbents or they are opposition, and particularly the opposition. I don't see them actually crafting their election rhetoric around the theme of change. You know, what are they doing? I mean, they're just pulling out old schemes, you know, it's like old wine in new bottles. That's what they're doing, all of them. And that's what they're fighting over. There is no vision for the progress of the state, for welfare of the people, for, you know,
Okay, so you're
moving
saying
the state
that the
forward.
Congress,
That's not true.
as opposition, is doing the same in Madhya Pradesh, and the BJP as opposition is doing the same in Chhattisgarh and Rajasthan. Oh, okay.
That's right.
Rohan,
Where is the theme of
Rohan,
change
where
in
is the
any
theme
of
of
these
change?
election
What are you
campaigns?
really offering?
I think it's a very good question. And first of all, I'd like to reply to the point made by BJP spokesperson. See, Maria, there is a very interesting trend in Indian politics. In last few elections, if you see, you know, whether it is Karnataka or whether it is Himachal, where Congress party won, the idea was very clear. Congress party was projecting our local leaders. The whole elections were fought on the local leaders. Even in Karnataka, what happened? BJP made Mr. Modi as a face. They had a very strong leader there in terms of Mr. Yedurappa, and he was weakened there. He was completely weakened there because the way local leadership has been finished by BJP in love of Mr. Modi, that okay, Mr. Modi is the candidate of CM, they are finishing each and every state. I'm happy about it. Even in MP, even in Rajasthan, the whole elections, whatever we have fought on Chhattisgarh or in Telangana, we are fighting on the face of local leaders. That is the way it is. That is our federal structure. Unless and until you project your local leaders for local election, it's not going to work. Mr. Modi might have worked in particular years, but now the time has changed. People want that what is there for in the state manifesto.
But Rohan, I totally disagree with you.
I'll let me complete. So what Ms. Aarti said, I'd like to reply that. What is the Congress party's theme? When we go with guarantees to the people of the state, whatever the states are, we study the needs of those states. We just come out with the guarantee. It's not that we just promise guarantees in air. We do the economics after that. What is going to be the number? How the number will come? The opposition parties of Congress party, they have made our work very easy. They're a 40% commission sarkara. So what we have to do is 1 lakh crore of corruption money we have to put in pocket of people. That's what we are doing. And this is the biggest possible way you can change the lives of crores of people. That is what we are trying to do. The benefits of the growth of the state must reach the common man. This is the policy of Congress party. When we have launched the scheme of free bus for women in Karnataka, each and every woman is going to different temple or masjid and they are very happy. What else you want? This is the change we are bringing.
You just see
let Shazia speak now, Rohan.
So,
Rohan, let Shazia speak,
okay,
please.
so there's a difference between a budgetary allocation and a pre-election stop. And we just see all the promises that Rohan talked about. Just see how good they've been in implementing that. They have egg on their face because they're asking center for money and they clearly can't support those big schemes that they made. But coming to the point of deliverables, Rohan, you were saying that BJP doesn't have a list to show. I mean, if BJP doesn't have a list, I don't know what you're going to say about the huge figures of poverty alleviation. More than 13 crore Indians being lifted out of abject poverty. In Madhya Pradesh alone, 1.36. Why are you looking at 60 lakh new houses? I'm just talking Madhya Pradesh, that's where we're in power. not in Rajasthan or Chhattisgarh. So I'll just give you those figures. I mean, these are huge numbers. Free rations still continuing. Again, we're looking at more than 80 crores, and Madhya Pradesh, a very large number. Not just that, if you look at the beneficiaries of Ujjwala scheme, every cylinder now costing 400 rupees less. And not just that, 30 lakh people in Madhya Pradesh alone having been given free benefit, free treatment under Ayushman. 64 lakh households with water. Now, those are real things that when I say Labharti, this is what I talk about. 3.7 crore accounts, Jan Dhan accounts only in Madhya Pradesh. We're looking at 40 plus. This is financial inclusion. So this is what I'm talking about. You look at election stops versus budgetary allocation. You balance politics with good economics. So when BJP does it, you know they're delivering and that economy will not be hampered. It won't be like a situation like you're facing in Karnataka or we're facing in Punjab, where there's a huge fiscal debt and a big burden, and they're not able to keep up the promises. So it's very good to say you will do it, and everybody's doing it.
So you are saying that the Congress has not worked out the maths. Well, I asked the same question to Mr. Kamal Nath, the former chief minister and who is the face of the Congress in Madhya Pradesh. He said that he has been a commerce minister and everything has been worked out. Yes, go ahead. Go ahead, Mr. Reddy.
Can I just make one
please,
intervention
quickly
to what Shazia is saying? You know, if all this has been done in Madhya Pradesh, why does Madhya Pradesh still lag behind on all development indices? You know, whether it is malnutrition, whether it is, infant mortality, it's lagging behind. It's like almost at the bottom of the list, the national average. So why is that?
Yes.
I mean, if there's so much being done in Madhya Pradesh, why is Madhya Pradesh still at the level of a Bimaru state, more or less?
No, it is not. It is not.
More or less, I said. It is still.
No,
and
yeah,
it
let me
is
correct you.
definitely
It used
lacking.
to be.
It is
It used to
definitely
be.
lagging
It used to
behind
be.
in all
It used to be a
indices.
Bimaru state.
All the
It
indices.
used to be a Bimaru state. It used to be a Bimaru state. It is no longer a Bimaru state. If you look at the per capita income, it has gone up to 1,40,000 rupees, 1,40,000 rupees compared to what it
On
was. If you look at the agriculture sector
it
and the
ranks
growth,
19th.
yes, malnutrition, what it used to be. What it used to be and what it is now, they are huge strides. But yes, IMR and has to be looked at, and malnutrition has to be looked
Sridhar
at.
Reddy.
Historically, Madhya Pradesh
Mr. Reddy
has
has
been at the bottom of the.
raising his hand for quite some time. Yes, please go ahead.
Rohan Gupta was saying actually we are encouraging local leaders and we are going to the elections on the face of the local leaders and all. Then I just wanted to ask you out of curiosity, our CM candidate is our Chief Minister Sri KCR. Any which way will be becoming the CM again. Who is your candidate? Now, who is your face? So when you are saying very boldly that we have projected in Karnataka, we have projected in some other state, who is your CM? You know, today in Telangana, there are 20 Congress leaders who are fighting in day in, day out. I am the Chief Minister. So they're confused a lot in Telangana state.
Let Rohan
What I'm
respond.
trying
Who is
to
the chief
get point.
ministerial face?
Mr. Reddy, I think you are also following BJP because anyways they are supporting you at state and you are supporting them at center. So obviously you'll speak their language, but I'll reply. What I told, we are projecting local leaders. I never told that we announced CM face. Even in Karnataka, we have never done that. See, what has happened in Telangana is vikas of single family. All the benefits, people have been looted and the money has gone to the single family. We have to distribute that money to the people of the state. That's what we are going to do. Whether it is Kaleshwar or two, you have not fulfilled any of the promises made to the people of Telangana. And that's why even after winning so many seats 5 years back, you are in a situation that you will not be able to save your power. The anti-incumbency is so strong. The kind of responses we are getting are 6 guarantee each and every corner of the state. You also know what is the ground reality. Idea is very simple. You have to talk about the points of the issues of the people. You are in power for 10 years. Now you are supporting BJP at center and BJP is supporting at state. BJP's love for you is so strong that they finished their local unit just to support you. They removed that precedent to ensure that BRS doesn't suffer against Congress. But even that love will not be able to save you. This time, people of Telangana, they have made up their mind and you will be out of power because you have not fulfilled any of the promises. You have only fulfilled promises made to your family,
I think
your first family. And
interestingly,
Can I want to make a small point to that? I mean, while Rohan comes on in and is correctly, all his lofty bravado about Congress coming up with a strong candidate, strong CM face is now, while that is smashed totally by what the BRS spokesperson says. I would like to just say,
BJP BRS.
no. No, exactly. So BRS and BJP do not even have an alliance. You actually
you
have
know,
an
it's
alliance with
interesting.
Samajwadi Party. Let me finish. No, Maria said an important point.
Yes.
You actually have an alliance going with Samajwadi Party. You call it Mohabbat ki Dukaan,
Maria,
but the way you
10
frame the
seconds to me,
charges,
10 seconds.
I mean, look at that. Just look at that. Here,
Okay.
there is not even one.
Okay, Mr.
you're
Reddy,
saying
quickly, and then I bring
you
you
have
Pullara.
one there.
You know, what is the interesting thing in Telangana?
Huh.
Congress says BRS and BJP is one. BJP says BRS and Congress is one. Because for them to be in live, in the public, they have to
But
take
Mr.
our
Reddy, what we are also seeing is a visible shift in the belligerence of the BJP and BRS against each other. What was there 3 months ago is no longer there because it has become a bipolar contest between you and the Congress party. And BJP, because it is no longer in the picture, all that talk of B team, C team is for another day. But I want to understand from you, Dr. Ra, what is becoming interesting is that both the Congress and the BJP realize that the focus has now moved away from Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh because the elections are over. Now it is about Rajasthan, where it's a bipolar contest. And then it is again about another state, which is Telangana, where again it's a bipolar contest. And that is the reason why we are seeing this mood both of Rohan Gupta and Mr. Reddy.
No, it's one of the smallest states in these 4 states, Telangana, but it's the most critical state.
Yes.
It is a state which Congress would have to win at any cost. After all this effort, of all this hype, if they don't win the state, they'll never recover if they're out of power for another 5 years. And secondly, as I said in the beginning, KCR will play a national role if he wins this 3rd term. He'll play a very big national role, and it's not
But
to the
what
Congress
role?
party's liking.
Few months back, he had taken a position of anti-BJP, anti-Modi. Now, we are trying to understand what exactly is his role. Where exactly is he?
He took it at that time when that enforcement directorate and all of that, and BRS cooperated with Congress party. They sat together every day in parliament, worked out events. Now for the election, we only have to ask a question, are they only separate for the election? Will they get together? I don't think they'll get together after the election.
Yes, because Sanjay Kumar, KCR travels to Patna to meet Nitish Kumar. We are seeing those movements. He was seen as this leader from the south is trying to make try to be this focal point of opposition unity. Then he vanishes completely from the opposition space.
Yes, because my own sense is that KCR want to play a national role, but I think he's not very sure how India alliance is going to perform in 2024. So he's trying to keep the options open. If BJP performs well in 2024 election, India alliance doesn't perform very well. And if there is a need for BJP to get support, maybe KCR would be in a position, maybe willingly offer support to the BJP. So I think he kept the distance. He have kept the safe distance, equidistance from the India alliance as well as from the BJP, keeping the options open to play a bigger role in the national politics if that kind of a scenario emerges. I think that may be one reason why he initially was so keen, he was so active in forming the India alliance, but now, as you, Maria, rightly said, now he doesn't seem to be active in the India alliance. He's keeping a distance.
Yeah, is it really equidistance?
I think he was trying to, as you said, become the focal point of a larger, opposition alliance. I think what really stymied his moves was the fact that the Congress did very well in Karnataka and therefore emerged as a big player in the opposition space. And then, because of that wind from Karnataka traveling into Telangana, suddenly you saw an upsurge of support for the Congress. So it became actually a battle between BRS and Congress rather than BRS and BJP.
That's right.
And I think that has, certainly spoilt KCR's game plans, his calculations, and which is why he has moved away from that India alliance and that opposition space after meeting Nitish Kumar and being
or maybe he's waiting and everything is temporary. Post 3rd of December, things will change.
The point is, Maria, you tell me, look, there can be only 2 things that can happen in the Lok Sabha elections. Either Modi wins And if Modi wins, there is no space for a KCR or, Nitish or, anybody or, or Naveen Patnaik or anybody else, because Modi will be the dominant person, he will be the PM. If Modi doesn't win, and that's really a big if Modi doesn't win and the India Alliance actually comes up, what is the role for KCR in the India Alliance? Because the India Alliance already has partners together.
Okay.
So I'm afraid this whole
dreams, India Alliance will say that we have already stitched together an alliance.
Yeah.
What exactly will be your role?
What will be, what will be KCR's role? It's a big dream, I think, which will be burst very soon.
Maria, one second. We were never with India Alliance, neither with NDA. And we never wanted to be these two parties because they both are equally bad to this country. We always maintained that we will maintain equidistance with both the political parties or their alliances.
Okay, then what is the role that Mr. KCR is seeing for himself? Going ahead, if he has an issue with India Alliance, Nitish Kumar, Mamata Banerjee are all part of India Alliance, then who is really his ally?
No, there are many political parties in this country which still have not taken decision. And politics are dynamic, we have enough time to discuss for the general elections of the country. And definitely things will change. And Congress or BJP cannot, continue to hold these parties for a long time because we have already seen many parties have quit either NDA or India Alliance respectively in the past few months. So things will change. We will work out once after our elections in the state of Telangana is completed. We will definitely work on the national forum. Okay. And we'll see.
Okay. Before we slip into a short break, I want to get a quick word from Rohan and Shazia. Yes, Shazia, go ahead.
See, you told Rohan and Shazia.
Yes, let's Shazia begin. On my shows, women will always get the first turn. And you know about it. So please go ahead.
And some women will be very magnanimous and Rohan will allow you footway. So why don't you foothold? Why don't you say, Rohan, your piece first and I will say it after.
Okay, thank you. So when you talk about Telangana and what A, B party, whatever, you have to see the evidences, right? When BJP wanted support at center, whether it is demonetization or GST, BRS supported them. When BRS supported BJP, BRS wanted support of BJP. Kavita has not been arrested. No action has been taken against in the same liquor case where Mr. Kejriwal has been summoned. So these are all evidences which are visible. That president, BJP president Bandi Sanjay, he was one of the prominent leader under whose leadership BJP won the by-elections. He was completely changed. And after that, it was completely BRS. So basically the strategy of BRS and BJP boomerang, and people of Telangana realize that it is BRS, BJP or MIM. They are all one. And that is why, Maria, the support what we are getting from ground, it is organic support. Yeah, Congress parties, Rahul Gandhiji's Bharat Jodo Yatra or win in Karnataka, they have added to that. But the kind of natural support what I see in Telangana is outstanding, amazing. Because now people are realizing this is the party which created Telangana. All are giving different promises. Congress party created Telangana.
So the X factor has become now X factor of only Telangana. Because there is also a state of Rajasthan. Let's not forget about that. Yes, Shazia, let's discuss Rajasthan now. Yes, okay.
10 seconds.
Okay, Mr. Reddy.
10 seconds to Telangana once again.
Yes, okay.
10 seconds to me. He's saying that, BJP is supporting us, hence they have not arrested Kavita ji. If there would have been evidence, they would have done it. Number two, both Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi ji are on bail. They're not back in the jail. So do we have to think that Congress party has been supported by BJP at the national level? What are you talking to Rohan Gupta? There should be some evidence.
Can I reply? A very
Dreaming
small
is okay. Daydreaming is not okay. Fine, you will never be
reply. I am not questioning, it is about the intent. The same case where one leader from one party, he's been interrogated, he might be arrested.
What
the
about
same
Sonia
case,
and Rahul?
there is an accusation which are made and there's no action. So I'm looking at the same case at the same time, one action against one party and different against party. That is what I'm trying to tell.
But you can find, so on that, Rohan, one can find, just like Mr. Reddy found something there. We can find various support, we can find various differing opinions on that. And the truth of the matter is that the entire story, at least, I mean, if you think you have created a little space for yourself in Telangana, Rohan, don't you think that India Alliance goes, you have lost out on all that you worked so hard for? Because right in your face, you have Samajwadi Party, and even I heard somebody from BSP also saying all kinds of things about the Congress there. But Samajwadi Party, one of your biggest allies, would be in UP. This is the way you're fighting elections all over. How does that, what happens to India Alliance and your Mohabbat ki dukaan? Because, it's very convenient when it comes to, state politics, national politics, but when Vidhan Sabha goes, and same will go for Kerala. So, it's all really right to say that we are Mohabbat ki dukaan, but it becomes Nafrat ki dukaan when it comes to your Vidhan Sabha elections. And that is very obvious.
Maria, I'm surprised. Sitting in 2 months in War Room of Telangana Congress, Rohan Gupta could show only one design, which is of a love symbol where BRS is BJP. Is that you're doing actually? There is nothing on ground by. Parishan mato. We are going to win again. And Congress actually didn't have candidates in Telangana. They were waiting till the last day of the nominations to come from other parties. And he's talking about the ground. By the way, the design is good, but that is not the fact.
Okay.
So this is the fact. This is not the design. This is the reality of Telangana. And this wedding is already done. MIM is already with you. And this wedding will be over on 3rd.
We will put the focus back now on other states as well. And go to the experts on the panel who have been extremely patient while the politicians have argued it out. Slipping into a short break, this remains our top focus here on The Big Fight. Welcome back. You're watching The Big Fight and I'm Maria Shakil. Let me go back to the guests and start wrapping this conversation. And I'm going to begin with you, Dr. Pulla Rao. All eyes will be on what really happens on 3rd. But over the next few days, in the run-up to 3rd, there's 25th, where Rajasthan polls, and also 30th, when Telangana polls. What are the factors that you'll be watching out for going ahead?
You see, for Rajasthan, it's only the national parties. No regional party has any interest there. And it's a critical state for BJP and the Congress. And you mentioned from 93, it's been a swing state either way. So BJP, in fact, most observers feel that BJP is a little ahead in Rajasthan. That the fight has gone out of the Congress for some reason. There were also talk Rahul Gandhi was not canvassing there till yesterday. For 47 days, he has not canvassed there.
Rohan Gupta, why hasn't Rahul Gandhi canvassed in Rajasthan? Have you really given up on that state?
I don't think so. He has addressed rallies yesterday also. And obviously, when there were 5 states, he has to balance the time. So saying that Rahul Gandhi ji has not canvassed is completely wrong. He has been canvassing. Yesterday also he was there. Today also he was there. So I think there is no point in raising this point. Yeah. See, Rajasthan government has shown the report card. You have a strong leader in terms of Mr. Gehlot, who has delivered on ground. What we are talking is that Rajasthan has tradition of changing the government every 5 years. But Rajasthan believes in change, and this time even this tradition will also get changed. The ground report, what I am getting, because I was there a few days back, is we are really, we are getting excellent response from the people. People, you ask any BJP worker also, they will say that Congress has delivered. The only, what do you say, silver lining for BJP is just the hope that because Rajasthan changes every 5 years, it will change. No, it will not.
You have to tell Rohan Gupta who are these BJP workers who are telling him that. And Rohan, but I don't know explain that to the...
I don't know which BJP workers, Rohan ji.
I saw a few videos of even RSS workers and they are happy with their Gehlot ji's work. Even Shazia, off the record, if you go to Rajasthan, you'll be very happy with the work.
No. On Rajasthan, you don't know.
The gas
Maria started the show.
Rohan, can I come in, 83% of the promise have been delivered. So yeah, absolutely. And you don't have phase there. You don't have any...
Maria, again, can I come in, please? Because this is not easy to talk like
last point, Maria, last point.
Yes.
Again, the philosophy of BJP of finishing the local leadership will really cost very heavy in Rajasthan. They have got one strong leader in terms of Vasudha Ranje Scindia, and the way she has been sidelined, she has been cut. Everybody in Rajasthan knows that.
They are showing those images of Vasudha
Ranje. The price they paid in Karnataka, the same price they will pay in Rajasthan.
Okay. Shazia?
So yes, Rohanji, Maria started the show by talking about the X factor and women being a huge part of what it means to have good leadership And because women votes so matter. On Rajasthan, I think, and I feel very strongly about it, I think your government has totally not just floundered, but failed utterly and miserably. And I don't have to go to Congress, BJP workers, to give you any kind of testimonies and for testimonials. You have your own Sachin pilot giving you huge, a great report card for your corruption, a corruption of your senior leadership and your party. Whether it's Lal Diary or blatant corruption or very poor governance record or law and order, breakdown of law and order machinery when it comes to crimes against women and the increase, I think the figures don't look good at all for Rajasthan. It's a clean sweep for BJP in Rajasthan, a very well fought and a good fight in Madhya Pradesh. And yes, in Chhattisgarh, we'll see you. BJP not only make huge strides.
That's a lot of optimism. Yes, your final comments, Sridhar Reddy.
December.
Mr. Reddy.
Yeah, I mean, we are going to win the election this time again on December 3rd. Being, our flag of Telangana. Telangana will win again, and Mr. CM, Honorable CM KCR will be the, third-time Chief Minister of Telangana once again. And both Congress and BJP will not be any competition to us in the coming polls, and people of Telangana are with us. And it will be BRS all the way on December 3rd.
BRS all the way. So where is the Congress then, Rohan Gupta? What is your assessment
so,
of
Maria,
third?
it is going to be bye-bye KCR. That is written on the wall in Telangana. And the love affair with BJP is going to be exposed. People of Telangana, they are going to vote single-sidedly for Congress party. And I am telling you, we are going to get more than two-third majority. Two-third majority. Mark my words. It is bye-bye KCR. Their car has been punctured. It has been broken. They have betrayed trust of people. The car is going in the garage for next 5 years. It needs a proper repair. It requires really, upgradation of the model. Let them take 5 years and then come back. Till that time, Congress will serve Telangana.
What about other states, Rohan?
I said
Shazia has said that in the Hindi belt, it's a clear BJP all the way, the saffron flag.
I would like to say that BJP is there all the way, everywhere, not just in one particular belt.
So you are saying also in Telangana. But yes, okay, Rohan, your assessment for other three states. Okay, Rohan, if you can hear me, I'm asking about the assessment for other three states.
Okay, see, as far as MP is concerned, my friend Shazia herself had told that they are in good fight, so she has considered the defeat there. Chhattisgarh, she could not say anything, so she knows government is not coming. Rajasthan, I'm 100% sure Congress will repeat. And Telangana, my friend Reddy ji, आपकी कार को रिपेयर की जरूरत है आपको बीजेपी का प्यार जनता को मालूम है so we'll make it a clean sweep this time it will be clean sweep in favor of
I can only show some sympathy on you and Revant Reddy, nothing more.
No, we have love for people of Telangana. This sympathy you will keep for you.
Okay, Shazia,
we have love of people of Telangana. This sympathy you will need on her. So my sympathy is with you now.
We are Telangana.
I think it's such an unfortunate state of affairs, this whole talk of India Alliance and Mohabbat Ki Dukaan, and what comes out of it is so obvious right now, the way Rohan is. And I think Rohan is you're doing it. Rohan, नहीं मैंने बहुत बोला BRS के खिलाफ. He knows that.
ये मोहब्बत की दुकान हम दिखाते हैं बाकी पैनलिस्ट को भी. Sanjay Kumar.
Let me finish. 10 seconds. Rohan kept it sentences. So Maria, Rohan just talked about how this marriage is done and this, but Rohan's party is a party that promises marriage to so many, but keeps breaking the engagements, and we have so many jilted exes left in this whole India Alliance. So Rohan, a little some light.
I know you love BRS, at least say something against
Sanjay Kumar.
At least as the opposition,
and then the final words to
okay.
Final words to Aarti Jarat, but before that, Sanjay Kumar.
Maria, I think if you look at different states, I think the sizable number of voters make up their mind which party to vote on the last couple of days, maybe roughly about 10 to 12% of the voter. So I think we need to look at which way the wind start blowing, at least the perception starts creating in Rajasthan or in Telangana, because we may not be able to locate those voters one by one, but the voters are actually looking at which way the wind is blowing, because average Indian voter don't want to waste their vote. I think they are the one to be watched. They are the ones which may decide the electoral outcome in Rajasthan or in Telangana.
Yes, so that हवा that we keep talking about, हर चुनाव में एक हवा होती है. इस बार वो चुनाव की हवा, and as Sanjay Kumar said, it's only towards the last few days that we get a palpable sense of this hava.
But we didn't get it in Madhya Pradesh, which polled today. Where was the hava? We still are talking about how the Madhya Pradesh election is going to be close, it's fought. Where is the hava? See, that is the whole thing. This has been an extremely uninspiring round of elections. There is no hava. There is, and as, Dr. Rao keeps saying, all we're seeing is old leaders who have been around for 30 years. Where is the change? Where is the change? Will people's lives change if the government changes? I mean, frankly, will they? All these promises that have been made, they all sound the same. So whether you vote for the BJP or the Congress, will
That's not
people
true.
feel a difference
I think
in their
that's
lives?
a good point to end the big
Yeah,
fight.
will people feel a
At
difference
least
in
this
their lives? I
conversation should
think
be ending on that line.
that is a question that we
What
need
will
to answer.
change for the Aam Aadmi? What will be changing for the last man standing when the results come on 3rd of all these 5 states? Thank you so much for your time. Rohan Gupta, Shazia Ilmi, Sridhar Reddy, Sanjay Kumar, Aarti Jairath and Pula Rao. That's all from me. I'll be seeing you next week with another episode of The Big Fight. Thanks so much for watching.